Hello and welcome. And this is going to be for the sign of Taurus. Take what resonates, leave the rest. For those of you that don't know, this is Holistic Vibes, and I am Diana. I'm going to do it in 3 different waves, and so let's just see what comes out, and we can go from there, yeah? Hope you are doing well. I know there is going to be a new moon right around the corner. And so maybe you're prepping along with the new year. All right, Taurus. Somebody is absolutely magnetic. So it says invasion and sensuality. It says respect your privacy and continue to grow on your own journey. Eagerness S tendencies. Dawn of Rings. It says reflection and diligence and adaptation and elevation. It's a Wheel of Fortune. There can literally being like a you picking up a mantle of sorts. Kind of like paving your own path. It's owning your own energetic frequency. It's kind of like you are the map. It's honoring your own journey and your own steadfast through like the lessons that you've had to learn, it's had to create. It's centered abundance, the reflectiveness of like the what it is that you are currently like pulling into your own alignment. And that journey, that pathway is entirely open, right? And it's kind of like you allowed those triggers that have been kind of impeding you, maybe, there is a self-belief in regards to romance, in regards to the what your life is supposed to look like versus the what is unfolding. It's kind of like taking back your own pathway, your own divine abundance, right? Like it's literally you shifting, yeah, your career, you're writing it into existence, right? All problems are to be resolved through the how it is that you are currently creating, and no one and nothing can do it except for you. It's kind of like a you with you, in this prospect. Yeah, it's honoring the journey, like when lightning strikes. It's literally you no longer looking at others to create the reality and the pathway that you want to open up to. It's through your, it's kind of like somebody showed you who they really were. It's kind of like you had someone who told you that you couldn't something, right? They tried to impede your bag. They tried to impede the way that you made money, right? The way that you were consciously co-creating with the universe. And like the thing is what they don't realize is with the 33, like all they're doing is setting up and aligning their own karma. Like you are going to get the bag where you are going to manifest your 10 of cups, right? Like it's literally like the overall, it's through the reflective process of you kind of attuning with the earth is opening up that gateway, and it's literally pushing you into your divine feminine energy. For those of you that have been disconnected with your body, like you're learning how to step into your divine goddess energy. and like whatever that may be for you, but you're writing it into being. It's literally like you no longer allowing your roads to be blocked by anything or anyone outside of you. Like you are honoring like the projection in your own voice, in the way that you call for reciprocity, the way that you give and you take, right? And like you're kind of setting your path of what you want to unfold, unfurl as you proceed forward, right? And you're creating an environment where you are in a state of joy and in a state of bliss, in a state of relaxation, right? You're not allowing a false narrative to perpetuate further. So I'm going to leave that there for one. For the second portion of it, it's you have a heart opening. And the huntress to me is Artemis, right? That is the forgiving the journey that you've been on up to this point, because without it, you wouldn't have learned how to truly give. Like I'm getting your masculine and your feminine energy is fully balanced and aligned. Your third eye is open, right? And so with that clarity and with that shift, there isn't this, there's no oh poor me, or this isn't coming from a state of enlightenment. Could have happened in May. That again, the rainbows, like for me, this is a higher vibrational soul fragment that is trying to come into the planet. And you can very well understand, like through your own enlightenment journey, you can have insight that like people just don't even realize that you walk with ancestors, right? You can very well be called the wounded healer. You can have Native American uh, DNA, right? You could be receiving some flowers, and old memories of old friends or old alignments or past lovers can be coming up in your field, right? As a reflection of like that past life, or to a reflection of your own journey, of the lessons that you've had to learn in this journey, right? And I think it's also interesting that you've gotten dog on this twice. In power protection from a powerful friend. It can be a spirit guide. It can be a gatekeeper. It can be your elder council. So as you're stepping into this process, like ask yourself, like, what is the insight that you need to gain, or things that have been impeding your spiritual development, your enlightenment, your awareness, your understanding? What are the things that you need to shift in your awareness and your conscious creation so that you can be prepared and ready for that rainbow that is going to be incarnating? More than likely, if it is in fact a rainbow, you will have twins, because they kind of are coming in pairs right now, because we're kind of behind the eight ball when it comes to stepping into a heart-centered consciousness, right? And so you can very well start to ask like for a divine love, or for a divine friendship, or a they're saying like a sister energy, or a energy that you can actually truly count on. I'm going to leave that there. Stack 3. It's the unaware bliss open book. I do not pretend to be blinded to things I know deep down are not good for me. If something isn't bringing you joy, then why would you still be doing it? You are not obligated to share everything with others. Keep certain ideas, thoughts to yourself in order to preserve magic, right? And it's a reevaluation of contemplation. Who are you truly like holding that divine frequency for? Collaboration, competence. And it's in June, right? It can be upcoming June. Clarify that for me. What do I need to see? So for me, lilies are an ancestor. It also can be a passed away loved one. It can be that somebody will be leaving in June, possibly, or May. and you're gonna, or maybe they did leave in June or in May, and it could be their name could be Lily. The feather, Taurus, is, for me, it's a spiritual awareness of, like, from guides, from ancestors, to give you signs. And it says undependable and instinct. The egg, the golden egg, is success assured with good plans and hard work. The lobster is financial pinches. The bull, um, do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. A fair man, dealings with a relationship, somebody who's blonde or gray. And the teacup, you should accept valid criticism, right? So maybe this person with white hair, gray or blonde, quite possibly be offering you advice or unsolicited advice in regards to your unawareness or your inability to know. And in actuality, you are really an open book. And your goal is to be in a state of play, being open-hearted, and truly stepping into your feminine energy, right? And allowing somebody to house your curiosity of, like, what it is that you're trying to manifest. And if you are in a financial pinch and you feel that, like, the money hasn't been on your path to a sacred union, like, ask yourself, where is it coming from? Is it coming from your highest state of being, or is it coming from a lower vibrational frequency that's attempting to keep you stuck and impeded, right? Where is the root of your light, and where is it getting stuck at? And naming and claiming it, right? Because if you don't feel protected, if you don't feel safe, like, then ask the divine to step in and help you be that authority, to help you be that power, to ask for you to step into your stability, right? And I really don't know where the moon currently is, but it's like, through the awareness of, like, your own planets, how the environment is playing in your chart and how you're truly transmuting energy, there comes something in clarity in regards to the what you're writing into being, right? The where you've been stabbed in the back in work, like where you've put your hopes, wishes, dreams, desires, prosperity in another, and where it's possibly fall short, and where you have given away your prosperity, or where there's actually been, like, a false narrative stating that you were, like, all about money, when in actuality you were all about security, right? There was a misgiving in regards to the perception of magic. And you have to think too, like, somebody is going to see you wherever they've been. So if they've had people burn them and people only be interested in their finances, then that's essentially their own wounds that they've yet to deal with. And so, like, as you're uncovering, as you're shifting, as you're asking, is what this individual saying actually valid, or is this something that's a reflection of their wounds, right? And as you're picking up your own mantle, you are going to understand specifically, like, what, yeah, it's literally, it's you're going to understand who your spirit guides are. You are going to understand who is creating the shield and the barrier for you, like, through your DNA upgrades, through your synchronicities. Like, you're going to start getting codes, you're going to start getting clarity, you're going to start understanding specifically. Some of you may be having the gift where people will actually look you dead in the eyes and then convey to you specifically that they will be exiting the planet, or people will tell you verbally, hey, I won't be here next week, right? And that can be a very jarring situation. Or when you're meditating, like, you have people in spirit form that are coming to you, telling you hello, or giving you messages, right? And again, if they are not of the highest and best good for you, then do not claim it and send it away. And that can be very exhausting, because you're constantly having to ask yourself, are you for my highest and good? Are you 100% of God's light? You know, who are you walking with? What are you meant to do? And asking the inquisitive questions, to see specifically can be a lot, right? Because if you're constantly having to reiterate, okay, I bless my food, I'm praying over my food, whatever the cook's holding on to, I'm not taking that shit home, because your body is going to get more sensitive as the earth is recalibrating. And these are all things that you should be identifying and understanding that they are stepping stones within your own fortitude to bring you back into divine light, into divine alignment. Because what you're going to notice is there's somebody here that you guys are walking the same journey, perpendicularly, right? You guys are like walking the journey together. It's different, but it's exactly the same, if that makes sense. Like the emotions that you guys are working through, even those situations can be very stringent or very different. They're very, very complementary. Um, very, very quite contrary. I don't know what that is. Maybe one of you guys do. But it sounds like it's kind of like a riddle of sorts. Like what's it called? It's like a backwards meaning. I don't know. I'm going to leave that there. If something in this resonated with you guys, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you would like a reading or a healing, please keep in mind I am booking out about 2 weeks. I do have specials for QHHT. If you're looking at a past life regression, if you'd like your contracts updated, or if you just have questions that you've encountered in this life, that is where I do that. If you would like a healing or just a regular reading, we definitely can dive down the pathways and pull up future timelines. Yeah, I'm still getting better at that, right? Like it's an interesting thing to have foresight. So it is always a work in progress. And I hope that you have absolutely a fantastic day, Taurus. And I hope that the information provided was very useful. Until next time. Ciao.